To work the crosshatch stitch, work up to the part in your yarn where you have your assigned pooling color. Enter your first stitch and wrap the yarn 3 times around the needle rather than the usual once that we do for a standard knit or purl stitch. So you could be working knit or purl here, but you're wrapping the yarn 3 times around each stitch until you've used up the entire length of your assigned pooling color. In this video, that happens to be my pink yarn. I'm working 3 wraps around each stitch in my assigned pooling color. Right here, it's where my color sort of fades into the next. I'm going to keep that there as a 3rd wrap. And then this is what you'll have at the end of your first row. On the row back, when you encounter those wraps, you're going to remove them one by one by slipping them purlwise onto your right hand needle and allowing the extra wraps to fall off of the left hand needle. So I'm sliding them over purlwise, allowing my 2nd and 3rd wraps to fall off. So I have these elongated stitches. You're going to count them. Here I have 10, and you're going to grab half of your stitches, or if you have an odd number, the extra stitch should come in this first group. You're going to grab the first half and bring them over the second half. Now this second half of stitches should be slid right over onto the left hand needle like so. And then you're going to work those stitches, those elongated stitches, knit or purl, depending on what side of the work you're on. Here I'm on a wrong side, so I'm purling them. And you may have to wiggle around and kind of keep them in order a bit and make sure they're not twisted, as I'm doing here. It can be a little fussy, for sure. Just take your time with it. And I found pulling down on the fabric helps a little bit too to make sure those elongated stitches stay long. Once you've worked all of those stitches, that means your crosshatch stitch is complete. Happy knitting!